Hey everyone, cricket rockstar Devo Tyrell Ordine here. If Thursday night was about the carnage that Johnson Charles and Tim Seifert was doing to the Patriots in St. Lucia, well, Friday night was absolute steroid carnage, along with smoking sixes and fantastic fours at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy in Tarouba, South Trinidad, as the Trinbago Knight Riders stormed to the top of the CPL table with an emphatic 7-wicket victory over the Barbados Royals in match number 16 of the biggest party in sport. The Royals, after losing the toss and being sent in to bat by the Trinbago Knight Riders, posted 178 for the loss of 6 wickets from 20 overs, and this after they were at a cautious 70 for 1 at the halfway stage after 10 overs. Shafane Rutherford made a quick-fire 45, which included a few monstrous blows out of the park, while Rovman Powell came in the back end of the inning, smashing a thunderbolt 31 of just 15 deliveries. Now, I gotta tell you this, had Powell was there at the end, they could have gotten around 180, 190, or even beyond 200, because the bowling was absolutely poor from the Knight Riders at times on what was a flat pitch. And I'll tell you something, the ball was moving around the first couple of overs. However, afterwards, it just turned out to be a batting beauty and there was no looking back. Andre Russell, who I thought bowled really well in the last couple of overs, other than that, he was a little bit expensive on the night with figures of 3 for 37 from 4 overs, while Mohammad Amir, despite being expensive, also continued his wicket-taking runner form in this year's CPL 2025 with figures of 2 for 35 from 4 overs. When the Knight Riders came out to bat chasing the 179 runs from 20 overs, it was non-stop action from Colin Munro as the former New Zealand international opener literally destroyed the Barbados Royals bowling attack, smashing a flamboyant 67 or 44 deliveries, which included 4 fours and 4 maximums in what was an entertainment-flowing innings from the Kiwi international. And if that wasn't carnage enough, Nicholas Pooran came out at his belligerent best, smoking, or should I say smacking, a spectacular 65 or 40 deliveries, which saw him smoking his opposite number, captain Barbados Royals, Rovman Powell, for 3 consecutive sixes of the first 3 deliveries of his first over, which actually went for 21. And that was the icing on the cake there, because there was no looking back afterwards. And we all thought at one stage, everybody thought that Nicholas Pooran was aiming at hitting him out of the park 6 sixes in 1 over. Then there was former captain Kieran Pollard, who came in at the end, finishing the game in an absolute flurry, or should I say in a typical flurry, unbeaten on 17, or should I say 19 of just 9 deliveries. This was a very exciting contest, to say the least. However, it became one-sided when Munro and Pooran went all guns blazing attack. There have been times in the past, beg your pardon, where Munro has played the anchor role. However, his new role this season, since coming back to TKR after a few years out of the side, was just to attack from ball 1. And as for Pooran, he has finally found his rich vein in form after struggling in the first couple of games for the Knight Riders. He, in my view, I would not have minded if both of them would have shared the player of the match award, but overall, Munro deserved it because he was literally flamboyant in his innings. As for Pooran, he was brute force, no doubt about it. Coming to the Royals now, I'll get back to Knight Riders in a bit. They were absolutely brute force. Now, the Royals thought that 178 on the board was competitive, but it wasn't to be enough on the night, as the bowling attack for the Barbados franchise continued to be a concerning trend, and at times the batting unit too. They got off to a strong start with their openers. However, they failed to fully capitalize, as they did lose momentum in the latter phase of the innings. With TKR now continuing its winning streak, along with going to the top of the table on a better net run rate, they'll have to be very cautious and careful, as their next match in less than 24 hours is against the Guyana Amazon Warriors, or as what we Trinidadians, or as what my Guyanese friends would love to call it, the Curry Derby, aka curry chicken versus chicken curry, or as what the Guyanese love to say, chicken curry versus curry chicken. That is going to be an absolute cracker jacker of a game alongside being a blockbuster. And I know for a fact it's going to be another thrilling CPL game. So until then, folks, be good, be cool, stay frosty, and we shall continue. Bye for now. And hopefully I'll have some footage from tomorrow night's match because I will be there supporting my beloved Knight Riders.